sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us-against-the-world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And his first look is incomplete.
And this is one receiver you have to slow down defensively, whether that's pressing mid the line, throwing extra defenders at him, rolling coverages his way. You can't let him have a big ball game. They were targeting him right away, but that one, incomplete.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Colston Loveland, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw once more, here's Williams. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
An inside give to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
On the play. And the Vikings first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tyler Gordon.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. I mean, he's been solid here in the early part of the season, currently ranked in the top 5 amongst NFL quarterbacks in passing yardage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing is Williams. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings.
They will play action. Here's McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air with McCarthy. This way caught right around the 6. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Vikings first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Bears 7-yard line.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first down coming up. Throwing is McCarthy. And incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 4th down.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Williams. And you'll find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Williams. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing again here, Williams. And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
Now McCarthy.
At the 19-yard line.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
And the Bears, first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, what a move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the 50-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of... response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing is Williams. And this is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Back to throw. Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
To throw once more. Here's Williams. We'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Well, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on a return. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Complete. Jefferson the target. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Looking to put a drive together. Williams now throwing to start the drive.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will not get close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And running with power here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
What is up?
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. McCarthy operating from the gun. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Running left, Mason. Gets through, and now an opening. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there, and a first.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal. Minnesota.
Jones. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's got this complete to Burden. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll run right here with Swift. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The give is to Jones. Pushes him over. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And room there to work it inside the 25. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Looking to put a drive together. To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
To the air once more, Williams. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now 1st and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw is Williams. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back to throw. This is caught. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
To the 20-yard line and no further.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 1. 26 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Jefferson, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
That's a gain of 7.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Vikings first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.